Hey everybody, Michael Gevin here, and I'm super excited to be with you on another Rockin' Wednesday. So today, I brought this topic up a couple weeks ago, and it was that of credibility. You see, there's a myth around credibility. You know, the idea that we sit here and we tell ourselves all these different stories about, oh, well, that actor or that athlete or that person or this person, they have so much credibility. And, you know, they were given that, we might think, or they have it, right? And I don't have that. I don't have that kind of credibility. So therefore, why would people take me seriously? Why would people buy from me? Why would people support me? Why would people support my cause? And the list can go on and on of these things if we say, why? Because I'm not good enough. I don't have that. I haven't achieved that. You see, the big myth is that you think people have or are given credibility. The reality is they build credibility. Each and every single person out there that you look at, that you think has all this credibility, they built it. Day by day, week by week, year by year, job by job, thing by thing that they did, that they accomplished. They built up that credibility to make it to a place where now things are easier for them, because that's what we think. It's easy for them because they have all this credibility. But back to the other thing about the fact that you think that you're not credible, that no one will support you, you haven't achieved this, or you're not good enough. All these things, that right there is holding you back. First and foremost, you have to stop thinking that you don't have what it takes for someone to support you, buy from you, do business with you, whatever it is that you're going through, that you're not good enough. Because when you stop that and you realize that, you know, there's people out there that will do business with you, that will support you, that you don't have to have achieved these huge, amazing, crazy things for them to do business with you. Now, yes, there are certain people that it is 1,000 times easier once you have built up the credibility to be able to do business with them, interact with them, you know, whatever it is, right? Big influential people, people that you look up to that you think, well, I could never do business with them. It's not that you never could. It just might mean there's other ways before it can happen, or it can happen much easier. See, for me, the ability to do things with some pretty outstanding people in my life, like Tony Robbins and Richard Branson and Lewis Howes and Derek Halpern and Tim Ferriss and all these people, to be able to work with these incredible people and travel all over the world, I wasn't given that. I wasn't given the opportunity. I wasn't born with it. I didn't just have it. I built it up. From the very beginning when I started doing things, and I had people who didn't care about anybody I've worked with or anything that I've done. They looked at me as an individual who could provide the service that they needed. And I came at them with confidence and the belief that I could help them. And I had what they needed, and I did it. And I impressed that person. That one single person who did not care about anything but their needs being met. They didn't care who I was, what I've done, or where I've been. And then I did it again. And again, 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 and again. Over and over and over again. And each time I did little wins and built up credibility, I built up confidence as well. And as I built up confidence, it gave me the confidence to go after people who were a little bit bigger, a little bit more difficult, a little bit out of my comfort zone, or what I thought I could achieve, right? That's that thing of, I'm not good enough. Why would they care? My first one that opened up so many doors for me was Tim Ferriss. At that moment in time, when I contacted Tim Ferriss's people about filming his launch party for the 4-Hour Body, at that moment in time, I had not really had anything major. There was no, oh, I've done work for such and such, so therefore you shouldn't have a difficult decision in choosing me because, you know, out of everybody you're looking at, I'm the most credible. There wasn't any of that. I just reached out and said, I see you're having this. This is something I've produced. It looked really good. It was something like, it was a Halloween party. Relevant, Did they know who it was? Did they anything else? No, they didn't. They had no clue. And I offered to do it for free. And they happened to say yes to me. And then that led to a million other things. And my credibility went up because I was able to leverage that a little bit to get something else a little bit bigger and bigger and bigger. And now I have all these people. So now, yes, it's a lot easier for me today. But it wasn't always this way. And that's what you need to realize. When you're looking at anyone, you need to stop the limited belief. You need to stop the self-talk, the negative talk that you're not good enough. And no one would care. Why would they want to work for me? Because when you say these things, you're saying you're not good enough. And they shouldn't work for you. And they shouldn't care about you. Believe in yourself and what you have to offer today. And don't get discouraged because you see maybe even someone like myself or others that you look up to and think, I could never be that. If you say that, you won't. Say, I will be that someday, or I will achieve those things. And so in the interim, keep achieving, keep working on things, keep building your credibility with each and every single opportunity that you're given. Because there's opportunities everywhere. And you can build a whole career off of never doing anything big, never anything that, oh my God, this just gives me so much instant credibility. It doesn't matter because there's all different levels of life. There's all different levels of business. You know, a lot of people have very successful businesses who've done a lot of business with a lot of people that you've never heard of and nobody else has necessarily ever heard of. They just do great work and they have, you know, a good reputation, because that is also very, very important. The reputation that you have, that when you do things, you deliver. And that doesn't matter who you do things for. Does everybody that talks about you talk about you positively or talk about you negatively? I was just with somebody the other day, I was with my buddy Paul, and we were talking about this one guy who, you know, he's tarnished his reputation because of things he's done. So now when people get together, they talk negatively about this guy. So all the opportunities that he could have had are gone. It doesn't matter who he's worked for, it's the fact that he has a bad reputation now, right? You can work for great big people and have credibility in that sense, but if everything you do, you burn bridges, you're tarnishing your reputation, which is just as vitally important. So just realize the balance between those things and how you do it every day in every interaction. You build up your reputation, but you're also building up your credibility, right? That idea that like people know, holy crap, and that word, those two words can kind of go hand in hand. Your reputation, your credibility, these things are vitally important. It basically, once you really build up both, life is a whole lot easier. If you're still in business after you've built up a great reputation and a lot of credibility, it's just easy to get things. It's easy to ask for things. That doesn't mean that you can't get these same things without all that built up. It can be a little bit more difficult. But the reality is too, it doesn't have to take years and years and years to build that up. You can be doing things, getting little wins and a lot of wins in a short period of time. Put yourself out there and have something big happen that now all of a sudden, boom, your credibility, your reputation skyrockets, and now all of a sudden it becomes easier. I mean, had I been able to have that one video and had Tim Ferriss happen year one in business, then by gosh, all the rest of the years would have been even that much easier after year one. But I didn't have that happen until, oh my gosh, 4 years after I was in business. Does that mean business was like so unbearable and so difficult up until that point? It wasn't. It wasn't. I just was able to start achieving bigger things, charge more money, like in asking for certain things or working with certain people just became easier. But it doesn't mean I wasn't surviving. It doesn't mean business was bad or anything like that until that point. It just shifted, it changed. So just think about that. Every opportunity, everything you have, you're building up your reputation, you're building up credibility. No one has it, no one's given it. It's not something you're born with. It's something you build up with every single thing that you do. So just remember that. And you know, when you're thinking about that and everything you do, and one final thing that somebody told me recently in our Jumpstarter group, he said one thing that like my videos really helped him realize is it's not about him all the time and his customers and people he's trying to work with. It's about serving them. He said when he made that shift, his business and things really changed. So I just want you to think about that. It's about serving others, serving your clients, serving your customers, serving the people who you're wanting to work with to the highest level of integrity, of professionalism, everything that you can. And from there, you'll build up an amazing reputation, great credibility to achieve things you never even dreamed were possible. But first, believe that they're possible. Say you're good enough because you are right where you're at today, and you will start achieving incredible things in your life. So rock and roll, my friends. Truly appreciate you. As always, each and every single week, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the comments, all the feedback, and I just have a blast every single week. So if you're not part of it, go check out Gebs VIP at gebsvip.com. Right there, you can click right here in the video. I love that. Boom, takes you right there. Put it in, and you'll be off into the Gebs VIP land where we got some awesome stuff going on there and little updates I don't do anywhere else. So check that out, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed and you're new here, and share it with a friend. Share this with somebody that is needing that boost, knowing that they're like, oh my gosh, I don't have what it takes, or they don't know how to achieve bigger things, and realize that everybody's got to work their way up. And I know that's not the best or easiest answer, but it's the truth. And I'm just here to tell you guys the truth each and every single week, so you're not deceived by other people out there who are trying to just sell you the easy road. So rock and roll, guys. We'll see you next Wednesday. And until then, keep doing your thing. Thanks, guys.